Live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. It's the freaking weekend, baby! Ha ha! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Shout out to my people going out to work this morning. Hold on. Let me kill this overhead fan. Shout out to my people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to Miss Goldie Robinson. Thank you for being here. Miss Goldie Robinson says, good morning, Soulflow and the family. Up, up, up. It's the freaking weekend. It's the freaking weekend, baby. Anthony Bearer, good morning. Sash Addy Purple, good morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work. Shout out to the people who work two jobs, or multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to the entrepreneurs, the stay-at-home moms and pops, the retirees. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, every driver. Shout out to my brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Go over there, hit his channel up, support him. Hit that subscribe button. Tell him Soulflow TV sent you. All this stuff. Just fly by and hit the subscribe button. Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wishes good for others as much as you wish that same good for yourself. You're a good person. It takes a special person to be that way. All right. Big up to the people that are tuning in this morning. There was no morning thoughts yesterday morning. And sometimes when I do that, it throws the audience off. So the next morning, people not bother even tuning in. Remember I told you, YouTube literally has millions of channels. So they can be anywhere at 6 to 7 in the morning besides here. So if Soulflow is not consistent, then people start to say, I'm going to find somewhere else because it never come on yesterday morning, so it probably now come on this morning either. Then don't even bother to check, right? Well, our three topics this morning, I'm going to talk about the surprise wedding. The surprise wedding talk is going to go very deep, and it's going to become very controversial, so stick around for that one. Some people are going to leave in their feelings this morning, but I have to talk the truth, right? Then we're going to talk about this 15-year-old that actually killed a 6-year-old, but there are some information within the case which I think we need to discuss, right? And then picking up my boys, no excuses. Let's start off there. Picking up my boys, no excuses. So yesterday there was no morning thoughts because my kids decided, hey, Dad, our bags are packed. We're ready to go. And they live in Georgia. Okay, I live in Florida. I was in Atlanta yesterday. I got up at 4 a.m. in the morning, jumped in a vehicle, and drove 7.5 hours to go pick them up and drove 7.5 hours back to Florida. This is what I mean by living by example. This is what, so you see when I come on Soulflow TV and I say, yo, I'm talking to the man them, don't make no excuses. Your children's life, their childhood is a fleeting moment in time, and you have that time to be there. Better be there because they'll be adults soon. One of my biggest fear is that my children will grow up, and when somebody mentioned their father, they speak of me in bad terms. Oh, him? Oh, dirty, nasty dog. He was never there for us. He left us stranded. We had to raise ourselves. Blah, blah, blah. We had to go without. We had to. I tell all my kids all the time, your failures in your life will not fall under my dad was not around. Throughout my life, I've met so many people who that is exactly where all their issues started. And this is exactly where all their fights come from. It's from not having I've met females who mother movie Newman end up molesting off the girl just because her dad wasn't there. Okay, now I'm saying relationships don't work out between men and women, but daddy didn't decide to stay around. He completely vacated. So predators see these situations and them muscle them way in, and then they find out, well, hell, he's not even a visitor. Him not even come around sometimes. She don't have no protection. And me don't have our mother head wrap up already, so I'm not gonna do my thing. I've seen situations where is a stepfather will treat the children them like stepchildren. A good stepfather will treat the children as if they are his. That's why then the kind of man there is a special breed of man that. But don't think everybody is going to treat your children like how you treat your children. All these things in my brain, I've decided that in this lifetime, that is my responsibility. So when my kids say, my bags are packed, I'm ready, I make sure that I show up. I know people, and I've been through it myself, where you pack the bag, you sit and you wait, nobody shows up. Nobody shows up. It's heartbreaking for a child. Okay? Them can't process it like an adult. Mommy is gonna get mad and be like, you see, tell us I never did I come. God no, I don't know why I'm keep on doing this, and she's cussing him on the phone. Listen, stop telling him or stop telling the kids you're coming on Friday, because them pack them bags, they sit there ready, they're excited for you to come, and all the damn time you don't show up. That kind of stuff, don't do that. I don't do that. I set limits, I set boundaries, I set goals for myself. I tell my children, if you hear me use the word guaranteed, or if you hear me use the word I promise, that's my word, I promise. If I said I promise, I'm going to do it. And I hold myself responsible. If they come to me today and they say, Dad, let's go to the beach, let's have a beach day. And I said, baby, I'm working hard today, trying to get all this work done. But tomorrow, I promise you, is beach day. You see, when tomorrow comes, me make sure that the slate is clean, because it's beach day for them. You said you promised. So from the smallest things, stop promising your children and then leaving them stranded. It's hurtful, and that hurt carries throughout their whole damn life, right? So that's what happened yesterday. That's why there was no morning thoughts. Hey, Dad, my bags are packed. I'm ready. So my two boys are here. So for the people who've been saying, so Flo, how come you not see the rest of your children, them, where them, all this? Well, we're about to have a full house, because all of them are going to be here together for the summer. That's another thing that I like to do, is make sure that they all not only know each other, so they can grow up as adults and be like, yeah, my brother, we have the same father. No, I don't want it to be just that. Yeah, my brother, we have the same father. Yeah, my sister, we have the same father. No, I want it to be like, it's my brother, I know him, we grew up together. From Yai Need days. He used to piss me off, we used to argue, we used to go tell Dad. Dad used to come sort it out, this, that, that. This is what I want for them. So I make sure. So you guys are going to get to see all of them because they're here, right? You not see them this morning though, but if you pay attention to the channel, you will see, because we'll do like backyard vlogs and all these things. But I'm trying to lead by example, man. And I'm trying to not make what happened in my life and my own experiences be the same thing in my children's life. So in a sense, it's about becoming better. It's about breaking generational curses. It's about bettering your children's life, them stability, so that they can function better as adults in society. You know, you ease the blows of life for them. So that's where we're at. And that's why there was no morning thoughts yesterday morning. It was a sudden move. Out the door I went. All right. I'm telling you, I'm tired. I'm tired. Driving is a lot of work. 7.5 hours one way, and I turned around and did it 7.5 hours back. Every time I felt sleepy or something, I pull over, stretch, walk around, drink some water, drink some coffee, you know, something to keep me alert, and on the road again. But we did it. And that's where it's at. So shout out to the good dads out there, because there are good fathers out there who don't miss when it comes to their kids. You guys, you make me smile, man. I love to see it, and I love to be it, right? No man can call me name and say, workless boy, I'm not care about him picking them. None. None. Right, that's all. My badge of honor, I'm gonna need no pat on my shoulder. I don't need nobody say, yes, so Flo did. I do it for me. It made me feel good to do it. You see me? All right. Rosie Posey says, how many wives do you have? I'll let brains work that out for you. Let's move on to the next topic. The next topic this morning is, let's talk about the 15-year-old before we get into the surprise wedding. The surprise wedding one I got good enough. Trust me. Feelings are gonna hurt. All right. But a situation happened in Jamaica recently where a 15-year-old ended up shooting a 6-year-old in the back. The 6-year-old died. That's a part of the detail that they didn't put out. The 15-year-old shot the child in his back. There's a woman who says she's the auntie who said that she heard them arguing. She went out there and looked. She saw them arguing. She said, "Me never think nothing about it. Me left them there arguing and go on my bed." Further stories about the 15-year-old is that his mom was not around, even though she showed up. No, his mom was not around. His dad is a farmer that works really hard. So he's pretty much left up to his own to just do what he want to do. He might raise himself, pretty much, right? And he was one of those kind of youths. Now, he turned himself in after being on the run for a couple of days. And he showed up, I believe, with his mom. His mom, who they say was never around. So I can't help to think that when trouble took him, when he realized what he had done, him run go find mommy. All right, she hid him for a couple of days, them talk it out, and she said the best thing to do is turn yourself in. Me and wifey were actually saying, I hope he don't go kill himself, because he now realizes what level of trouble he is in. Some picnic pick up gun, and they don't understand the ramifications of what comes with holding that gun. I will tell you a true to life story real quick, because I see people saying stuff about the youth where I lie them I tell, nothing about so. I shoot the youth on purpose. Him them to lock him up, throw away the key, all this stuff. You can't shoot somebody by accident, rah. I got my first gun. Listen to me. I got my first gun. I was about 13 years old. I brought a gun into the house. And my brother at the time, who was 4 years my junior, I remember saying to my brother when I hold the gun, I said, Jim, look here. I have one gun, It's a little 25. I said, Jim, look here, I have one gun, My brother came in the room, right? And I point the gun like this at him. And my brother said, I moved the gun with his hand. And he said, don't point it upon me. What if it go off? I said, it can't go off. It's not loaded. Look here. I'm squeeze the trigger in my mom's house. Nobody was home but me and my brother. I squeezed the trigger and the gun went off in the mattress. So you see, when I pointed the gun, this is me dumb as hell at 13. When I pointed the gun at him and he said, move, it's supposed to go off for me. I said, God was on my side, because finger the punch trigger and everything, could have killed my brother, I pointed it over here and I squeezed the trigger. Bow! Our ears ringing. It's loud as hell. That's the first time I've ever heard a gun go off inside of a closed building. My ears them never ready. Up to this day, we couldn't find that gunshot. I saw the entrance hole in the mattress, but we can't find the gunshot. I don't know if it got lodged up in like the board, spring on board inside of these beds. I don't know if it got lodged up in one of those or whatever, but I could have killed my little brother. In this particular, so it can happen. It can happen. It's children. What I want to know though, when he shot that little boy, he ran away, but he ran away with the gun. Now, if you shoot somebody and you're a child and you're like scared and you're like, oh, the first thing you do is you fling the gun. And if you're gonna run, you run. He ran away with the gun. He showed up days later without the gun. So the up part of the story, the up-to-date part of the story, I want to know. That's why I haven't covered the story yet. Because the news says 6-year-old shot by 15-year-old. All right. Everybody bring the story. All vloggers, everybody do it. Whoa, 16, 15-year-old shoot 16. Okay, we all know that. The news already said that. I want to hear the inside detail. Where did he get that gun from? Is this a gun that him carry himself? Was he one of them bad picnic here? Was he one of the youth them that who they call a don or bad man in the area? Give him the gun and say, you lock this. And when we send you to go to mission, at this you use and you do it and you bring it back, because it happens. Them get the little youngster them gun and they even rent gun out on commission. Man gonna do a crime, they know who to go link for a gun. Now give you a percentage of whatever I get out of that. The robbery there, or that this or that, and they give them the gun. Is it that situation? Whose gun is it? Or does that gun belong to somebody who is a licensed firearm holder that lives in the yard? Because the youth run with the gun. Him disappear with the gun and came back without the gun. Did somebody say to him, my youth, you get yourself in a trouble, don't call my rotted name. Matter of fact, you see, if you call my name, you see your mother, mash that up. You see your little brother, you see your sister, you see your family, don't call my name. You have to go take this for yourself. And he's taking it for himself. because he doesn't want, I'm sure they're asking him, where did you get the gun from? Where did you get the gun from? He had sense to run with the gun, which tells me that gun belonged to somebody who they can't let find out whose gun it is. So we have to find out who for gun that little boy did have in his hand and end up kill the little youth. And now the youth got shot in his back. That kind of seemed more like the youth was running away from you, or you sneak up behind him. It's one or the other. Somebody turn them back to you, they're getting ready to leave, right? Nobody don't turn them back to you and argue and argue and argue. They turn their back to you getting ready to leave, or they're getting ready to run after you pull out the gun and you shoot anyways, and all them kind of something there. So there's so much more information that needs to come out, and law enforcement is being very secretive about all these things that I'm asking, but these are questions that I am waiting to ask. So for the people who are saying, so Flo, how come you not cover that story yet? No one know the inside details, is because I don't know. Those are the questions that I'm asking, and I don't have any answer to them. So I don't really see a need to cover the story. By the way, it is official. Jamaica is now, I think by April 1st or May 1st, 507 murders. We're at 507. This is before story come out, but this is after story come out, or before story come out about triple murder or double murder and then double murder and then murder again. So 507 is the number. We already gone over 500 murders in the first 5 months of the new year. The year has 12 months in it. So you do the maths to where we're heading with this. Over 500. I told y'all we were going to get past 500, right? I'm telling you don't, because you see what's going on. This is not, oh, Soulflow, stop talking bad. The tongue is powerful. My tongue can't make nobody stop pick up gun or pick up gun and shoot. Not because I said it, it's going to happen. Stop believing that. It's happening because of other circumstances. Me, I talk about it because I see the trend and I knew that that's where we were going. It don't look good. 507 in the first 5 months of the year. We still have 7 months to go, pretty much, to complete this year. So what will happen in the next 5 months? We're going to hit over 1,000. I said it. Watch and see if it's not exactly what happened. The older I'm getting, man, is the more I'm realizing that these things have been happening before our eyes for the longest. We're just getting older, more mature. We now have time to sit down and look, and we can't say rotted. But the same thing happened last year. Is the same thing happened the year before that? Is the same thing happened the year before that? The year before that, the same thing happened. So it's nothing new. It's not like, oh my God, panic, it's a pandemic, murder, we need to fix this. No, it's been going on for quite a long time now. We've actually become desensitized, accustomed to, and it has now become woven into the fabric of the culture. Murder one, yeah, I want next one. Who dead? All people want to know is who dead. Why? They want the juicy details of the story and move on, because we have to prepare our minds for the next one that's coming. Because we know that tomorrow people murder again. Next day is our next murder again. So it's like you can't even spend all your energy on one, because you have to get ready for your next one and the next one and the next one. It's crazy. It's crazy. But in that particular situation with that 15-year-old, me want to know all them details there, because it's going to lead to somebody else who's responsible for something that's even greater. He never met that gun. He got it from somewhere. Where did you get that gun from? Whose gun is it? Who give your gun, youth? Talk up. It'll be interesting to see how the justice system deals with this. I don't know if I say lock him up and throw away the keys, 15. I would have to see how this child is. It's kind of hard to look at a 15-year-old and say, lock him up for life. Dash for the key. We do stupid stuff at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hell, some of we are grown as hell and still doing stupid stuff. But a youth that make a mistake that seems irreversible, well, it is irreversible, a life was taken, it can still be, there can still be hope there for him. But it depends. Some people are just born sociopaths. Like they like to inflict pain. No, I know I feel like to kill somebody. I was watching an interview and this California gangster dude that got in trouble, he was explaining how he got in trouble over the years and he was following his older brother and everything. He is now a pre-law student after 7 years in prison and all this other stuff. And he's now the head of an organization that helps troubled youths in the streets and all this. He has denounced his gang, him quit gang life, him turned his life around. But he said this, he remembers his brother. His brother is doing 99 years, right? That's what his brother got hit with. At this point in life, his brother is coming home this year because that 99 years was given to a teenager under the old law. He served 30 years, 30 years. He gets to be released this year, but the 99 years he got originally. He said he remembers when they were growing up. His brother, he said, my brother been crazy since day one. I don't know, man. He just bitter as hell. And you know, we ain't have no daddy. We didn't have no daddy. So, you know, a kid growing up without a father in a middle-class community, because his mom did very well. He said we weren't short for nothing. We had everything. Matter of fact, people thought they were rich. But just not having dad around, he was like, that shit right there will make a young man grow up bitter as hell. And it did. It made me grow up bitter as hell. I went to the streets. I went to the gangs. I went looking for love. I had to go find me a father because I didn't have one. So the hug from the big homies, their reassurance, all this stuff. But he remembers his brother saying at a young age, when I'm going to kill somebody when I grow up. I want to see what it feels like to actually kill somebody. So when it happened, he said, I wasn't surprised. He said it from he was younger. He was always like strange. He said he's going to kill somebody. So some people can dash from early because they were born sociopathic. It's true. But I don't know in this particular youth's case if it was a genuine mistake. Somebody gave him a gun and he was being like how I was being as a 13-year-old and got discharged with a gun in the house. You know, and that's a good youth. But we have to keep it in context that a 6-year-old lost his life in this incident. Lady Margaret says he needs to be rehabilitated and educated, and if that doesn't change, then lock him up and throw away the keys. Well, he committed a crime, so he would have to be rehabilitated and re-educated from behind bars. This isn't something that you can just let him out and rehabilitate and educate while he is still free to roam amongst, because we don't know if he's a sociopath. And we shouldn't wait around for him to kill somebody else or kill again. Who's to say if he hasn't done it before? A lot of these murders are being done by young youths who people pay to go do the murder and then take the little bit of money. And we're looking at it like, you really kill somebody for something that amounts to about $250 US? Kill and collect, smoke and forget. Them kill, them collect them money. Them go burn a ganja spliff or whatever them smoke and they forget. Kill and collect, smoke and forget is a real thing. Right? In my cup is some Cersei this morning, bitter Cersei. Trying to get my wife to drink some, but she said she not drink it unless I put sugar in there. But this is the Cersei straight from Jamaica. And this Cersei is even different because we have Cersei here. Cersei grew up on my back fence. I have a big old garbage bag of Cersei called me. Pick all the Cersei, we spread it out, make it dry, roll it up like my grandparents used to roll it up and keep it in the bag, broke off it as I need it throughout the year, and we have Cersei all year round. The Cersei from Jamaica that we brought back, different Cersei. Drink a cup of this Cersei the other morning. It's way more bitter than the Cersei that grows here. I drank a cup of this the other morning, which about 2 weeks ago. And to show you, me not touch it again since. Because as me drink it, I was in the bathroom on the toilet like not much longer. And I forgot that I had drank the Cersei. So me just said to myself, say, how suddenly have diarrhea? How I go on? Oh, at the cup of Cersei. So shortly after this, I'll probably be in the bathroom, but that's a good thing, right? Bitter. Bitter. I drink US Cersei like it's juice. It's not that bitter, but this is Cersei. US Cersei bitter. Someone, Shamar Jackson says a lot of 15-year-old gun boy kill people left, right, and center. Yes, yes, and it took me a while. Me personally, it took a while to understand that because people start saying when I first started doing this 5 years ago, going on 6 years ago, I was defending the youth them, and I'm saying, nah, I can't little youth them. They laugh. Them say, so flow. You just come and visit Jamaica. You must know there for real. Cause you don't know what going. Who don't have one youth said to me, who don't have a body? Every man around here walk around with at least one body. And when he said it, I was like, I looked at him because he's a child. So y'all tell me, say, you kill already too? You know? He was like, listen, enough of them murder here are some little youth, 14, 15-year-old, cause them move fast, them get in and out and get it done, and then go do it. And they can get them to do it for points. Prove to the big Dan, say, you're the man, and put it on bigger works. Or just wanting to be accepted, or then give them a little bit of money, which seems like a lot of money to them when it's not. So it took a while for me to understand, say, yo, it's some little kids. A lot of the times it's little kids and young people that are doing these things. Lady Margaret said, I'm sorry, I wasn't quite clear. I want him to pay for his crime, but while he is serving time, education and rehabilitation. Yes, Lady Margaret, I got it. I understood what you meant, but I just elaborated for who might have seen that comment and wanted to go further. You know, sometimes we just stretch out the thing, so. But I know where you're coming from. You're absolutely right. Shamar Jackson says, some of these big waste men need to leave the kids out of their rubbish. Stop put gun in the youths them hand. That's just like saying some of them man here must stop beat up them woman and catch her a fire. Wanna see story? The man catch the woman a fire to rotted, and this is his woman who they have business together, like they run a business together, a legitimate business, a profitable business together, and him catch her a fire inside of the business. And after he caught her a fire, this is the sequence of events that make me know if you crazy or you just lost it for a second. After you catch her on fire, you took the time to then douse the building with gasoline and catch the building on fire. Wanna see a story? This is a breaking story from like yesterday. I actually have like right here the picture of her them business on fire and all these things. I just don't want to go into the details of the story. I wanted to do it on another video, but since we're here then, this is a jealous boyfriend and it's all over jealousy. So you and wifey doing a business together. There's a car wash and then there's a restaurant and bar kind of thing. And they're doing their thing, right? Of course, there are going to be patrons that come to the business if your wife look good. They come get some food to eat while I'm gonna clean up the car and this thing. I'm gonna see a beautiful woman who's giving me a smile. You know, Jamaican women still. If you're not careful, you would think that all of them like you or all of them are flirt with you because that's how some of them stay. Unless they're the kind of woman that gives everybody a screw face. Me like my woman give everybody a screw face. That's just me. You mustn't be too approachable kind of thing. You mustn't be walking around with Free Willy printed on your forehead. I'm available. I'm accessible. Come and talk to me. Eye contact every man you see. Hi with a bright smile. Me not like them kind of woman. But this is business. So she has to be that way. I'm not going back to anywhere that doesn't treat me good when I go there. And some people mistake the little treat good when you go there. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, man, everything good? Yeah, you're looking sharp today. So what can I get you for today? I compliment your patrons and serving them with a smile. And this a man I feel like said, I disrespect the girl, I disrespect me. In your look, man, in our business. So I burn down the business and burn up you in it too. It's crazy as hell. The man that did crazy from morning. Again, ladies, I'm telling you that it's your choice, okay? That's not no surprise. No man don't just get up and he's always been a good man to you and everything. And one day him just catch you a fire in your business, in the inside of your business, and catch the business afire too. I run them, said the lady run out, you know. And when she run out, there were other men and women around that took measures to save her. People throw a flower upon her, guess them get flower upon her from a part of the building that hadn't been burnt yet. So them run in and grab some flour, them a try throw a flour upon it while she blazing. And some people are run and get blanket and a wrap blanket around her, wet up blanket, and she was admitted to the hospital in critical condition. She turned up there and burn up. But I'm telling you that no man goes from 0 to 100 or one day wake up from being a good man and just decide to catch you on fire. The signs are always there. The signs are always there. So we can't stop these idiot man from doing these things because obviously they're not listening to us. The more I speak to you about it, boom, tomorrow a next story again. So they're not listening. Boom, my next story again. And I'm not the only one that's sending the message. Don't do it. It's wrong. Find a better way to deal with your anger. Leave the woman alone. Blah, blah. Enough of we I tell them so. They're not hearing. So the next best thing that we can do is get to you, the women who are becoming these victims. And we are trying to enlighten you and tell you that, listen, their signs are there. Every woman right now is supposed to rally back like this. Yeah, old word, rally back, elders raise me. Rally back like this and look and observe and assess the person that you're with. Is he the type that if things really go wrong, he might go pick up a machete and chop me up? I feel look on you good. Is he the type that's going to stab me up or want to do harm to me? The signs are always there. Okay? Remember me telling you? When I start out with the loud talking and the shouting, and then it go from loud talking and shouting till your neck start get squeezed, you start get boxed, you get pushed, and then it goes from that to thump and kick. And it go from thump and kick to a big pot across your head and rope hang up around your neck, and then machete to chop you up and knife to stab you up. It escalates. And y'all stay there and stay there and stay there and stay there. Some of you even stay there and instigate. Well, boy, you can't do me nothing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because it always ends bad. You can't do me nothing. Why stay there and instigate? He gave you some kind of feeling like he could do something like that. Take care of yourself before him actually do it. But these things are real and they're happening. You save yourself because we can't save you from those men that are doing these things. And I'm getting tired of seeing these stories, but I know that it's not going to change. Tomorrow morning, watch and see if something else don't happen concerning that. It's going to be either a gun crime, somebody gets shot and dead, or it's going to be a woman get strangled, stabbed up, one of them something there. Again, this is not me hoping for bad. This is me seeing what's going on and telling you that it's not going to change unless the right components get put in place. We can't stop them, so the next best bet is you. You stop you. Subtract yourself from these types of situations. Right? Chairs and Benches TV, good morning and thank you for being here. Shout out to these sisters. Again, please go over to Chairs and Benches TV and just hit that subscribe button. They're within the community, so it's us supporting our own. Thank you very much. All right, Chairs and Benches TV says it's so sad that this is now normal, and it is. It has become a normal part of our life. Now, Lady Margaret says the signs are there, and some of us women are not taking these signs into consideration. We keep making excuses, and then they escalate into something worse, which is death, which is true. You make excuse for the man. Or maybe they just upset. I saw him still. When him talk all kind of something about kill me and all this. I saw him I said that for a long time. I just saw him still. Him mad, him soon calm down. Stop making excuses. Certain things that people say to you, that they just put you on to game. That was your warning sign. Protect for yourself. Like Mr. Vega said, follow the rhythm and take for yourself. That's how I'm leaving the relationship if I'm a woman. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Don't joke with it. It's not a joke. Don't think like, oh yeah, no, nothing. Me gone. But why you all left me? It's okay. I just don't think we're gonna work out. Matter of fact, don't even make them know say y'all left. There's been too many women who told that, listen, you've been abusing me too much. I don't want to stay here anymore. I want to leave. And all the man I think about is if I can't have you, no one else will. She thinks she's making an exit, and next thing she burn up and chop up or dead or something. We've seen these stories a lot, right? Just know who you're there with, man, and run. Okay, run. People are deceivers. So nobody comes out in the beginning. We go over this all the time, right? Nobody comes out in the beginning. So I don't blame you when you find yourself in these. It happens to all of us. We've been deceived at one point or another. You thought you found an angel. You thought you found your knight in shining armor because that's how they came in to the picture. But that's how life is. Everybody put on a face when relationships just start, when they're trying to get you, when they might try to pull your energy, when they're trying to draw you in, they become everything that you ever wanted. I saw a relationship going on, and that's why people end up in a relationship. My soul needs something that you have. I don't know, I just need to be around you because I'm coming like that. And then you find out now as the layers fall, who the hell is this? Once you get past that being duped and you start seeing the layers fall, oh, okay, so this is the real you. All right. Don't sit there and make excuses for it. Honeymoon phase is over. Now you're going to see the real person. Once you start see that in their character, any kind of this person will hurt me, go. Don't wait for even a choke up. Left. Don't like Mr. V. I think a joke. This is exactly how I'm leaving the relationship. Take for myself. Take for myself. I'm no longer in the relationship. I'm out. That's all I need to do. See? All right. Take for yourself. Oh, Maxine Riggins said I have a testimony for that. So flow. A real life stuff, right, Maxine? Real life stuff. Boy, you know we go already. We make our thing is Caribbean people. This is a Caribbean people thing. It's not just a Jamaican people thing. I've been around Trinidad. I've been around all the Caribbean people thing. We take serious thing make joke. In a Jamaica, we say we take serious thing make joke. But it's actually a part of our culture. We always just take some serious something and just turn it in a joke. Because when say I'm going to cry, but it's real. Shamar Jackson says, I don't usually comment much, but always watch your videos and you speak facts and have great humor. Keep up the work and wisdom. Manners and respect, and thank you, even though you don't comment a lot. I don't mind you commenting. I like to comment them. I actually read them when I get time. But thank you, Shamar. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Sexy Body said, pack up your things and left. Yes, sometimes you have to left your things. Don't pack nothing. Sometimes the situation gone so bad already by the time you realize there ain't no time left to pack no things. Let me tell you something about things. You can always get things back. I've seen people getting robbed before, and they rather fight the robber with a gun. The robber has a gun, and you are talking about this is my chain. And no, you're going to kill me for this. Or if you're going to fight for it. Or them have a knife. It's things. It's things. You will live to buy another chain again, a better chain. You will live to buy another car again, a better car. You will live to buy more clothes again, better clothes. Your shoes, your makeup, your wig, your eyelashes, all the things them, left them. Sometimes you gotta leave them. Just cut. Just cut. I seen I won't say it. I think a Pampute said, yeah, big up to Pampute. I think a Pampute said, sometimes when you see a stalling in life, and because things just not working, or sometimes God just hold your desk up to make evil go on ahead and left you. Because the things them where you are run down, right, are the things that are actually going to get you into some mess. So sometimes I have to just stall you out or make you take a few steps back. So you see that relationship here right now, you're going to have to lose everything. Life, things, forget things, keep life, run left everything. Trust me, there are women out there that have ran and left everything, and they can testify to you their true life story. Then run, left everything, and they're doing much better today, and they're happy today, and they came out alive. And we have seen the sisters who didn't want to run, leave everything. But I'm in my house, and that's me have all my things, or a female house, but all my things in there, and I never want to leave my things. That's what they're saying from the afterlife. So run. Sometimes you have to run. Yes, you can't replace life, but you can replace material things. You see me? Kitty Bitty Crafter says you need a TV show. And what am I talking? You have your own TV show. See that? Thanks to YouTube, because you know people like me, we don't get put on mainstream per se. We would like to be, but we don't get put on, so we have to create our own platform. Thank God for technology, and thanks to YouTube, the platform is there, so people tune in who wants to tune in, right? You have more choices now. So with that said, that's a good segue to move into this. Here's a story I know. We'll talk about the surprise wedding. No, all right, ladies. Let me put up my disclaimer first. This is no intention to disrespect any woman. Me respect all women. All if you sell pum pum round a back road, if you're shaking it in a strip club upside down on a pole, how you get it is how you get it. I have utmost respect for you. All right. But we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk real. So listen to the real talk now. Cersei, a big talk. God. Remember when you drink your bitter granny Cersei and you feel. My grandmother used to make sure you drink it, you know, you can't spit it out. And then she back it up with some Simple Bible. And then something there. All right, so surprise wedding. I'm watching a video. And here's this woman crying. And she have on a wedding dress. See? She planned a whole wedding. Bridesmaid, church, limousine. She's in front of the church. I don't know if y'all seen the video yet. It's floating around. She's standing in the front of the church. She put on the wedding. She picks up her wedding dress and she's going in and she's crying, right? And I guess the guy is not showing up yet. But she's called him to the church location, him not knowing that he's walking into a full wedding. At first, I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Then she starts to explain to the camera, we've been together for years. How many years we've been together and he still hasn't committed by marrying me. Yeah. And she'll go on and on. All right, I said this is a perfect time to talk to my ladies because I know a lot of ladies who are like this. Yeah, a long time the boy, they have me there, we're engagement ring. We've been engaged for like 7 years. We've been engaged for like 5 years. When is he gonna marry me? And then you have people who laugh at those kind of women and be like, the man just a string you along and just give you one ring to keep you in place and now I married you. Man, you want married you, but I married you already. 7 years engaged and no marriage. Your girlfriend. You understand? You're probably a side chick even and don't even know it. You are whatever. His better potential is out there. People put pressure on these women so they feel like they have to go pressure the man now. See? The audacity of this woman though to plan a bit, it's not even like she said, okay, me and him, justice of the peace, and she's calling him to that location, and when him show up, she said, you marry me today? No, she have a big assembly. Me, I wonder where was he when flyer get passed out and news is circulating that wedding is gonna be on this day, and you can't have to do invitation and all these things. Limousine pull up, she have all our bridesmaids, them dress up nice. So this man doesn't deserve to have a tuxedo on if he wants to. This man don't deserve to have his what do you call them? So the female has bridesmaid and the man have what name? Him bridging them just up in a suit to the groom and his crew. He don't deserve to have any of that. So he had no say in this marriage. He's supposed to show up and you're gonna listen, it's today or never. If you don't marry me today, I'm standing here at the altar with all these people around and all this pressure. Probably nobody, groomsmen, thank you. Probably nobody there for him because you did it secretly. So obviously it's all, you know what that would tell me? It would tell me that No, I'm stepping into something that she don't care about me. She care about herself. She have all her bridesmaid out here. Well, at least one of my brethren them. She has her family keeps a good secret for her. Is another thing I would think because they planned this huge event. I mean, limo pulling up and everything, big white dress for wedding, big teal pan dress and everything, and I didn't know anything about that. Not one of them could have hit me and says, "Yo, hey, you know she's planning a huge wedding, right?" No, they all rode along with it. No, that tell me, sir, later on in life, when she had give me bun or she had do anything out of order around Uno, you guys are gonna keep her secrets. Uno not respect me enough to bring me into that family because you're not gonna be truthful to me. You're always going to be protecting her. I saw me with a look on it. See, that's how I would look at it. The part where the story becomes controversial now is where I put my opinion in here. This part. Ladies, listen to me. There are different types of women out there. Okay? You have baby mama, and some people are just good being a baby mama. It's okay. Just own your role. That's what you are. You're good being a baby mama. Some people are good being side chick, and they're fine. Even them themselves are fine with it. So the problem comes when some people want to play a role that they're not ready for. That's where the problem comes in. You have side chick wanting to become wifey. There's a problem there. You stepped in as side chick, you know, say you're side chick, all of a sudden you want to take over. You're going to disturb the balance in this. Yeah? There's side chick, there's wifey, there's girlfriend. Because you can have babies with a man, listen to me, don't get offended because you can have babies with a man or for a man, it doesn't mean that you're wifey material. And a sensible man is looking for a wife, longevity. Like for me, me, I look for stuff like this. What part of your character says if something happens to me, you're going to leave? We're talking about life, Marriage is not something to play with. It's for life. So what part of your character says if something happened to me, I'll go left me? What part of your character says you will never respect me or listen to me or I'm going to have to wear a skirt and the G-string in the house because you're going to be wrestling and fighting me for my manhood and not in a good way? Or you're going to be belittling me and trying to make me seem effeminate and trying to take away my masculinity? Because these things happen, right? The man, a sensible man is going to look at all that. None of those qualities come with a wife. So you're cool being a girlfriend. We could have an apartment together. We could do this and do that. But when I'm gonna talk about marriage is your everything, When you marry someone, you give them their everything. Stop on pause. Listen to what I say. When you marry somebody, you give them your everything. Me no want no say me I married you and you have to take half of my wealth later and run off to somebody else's family and give my stuff to when you work hard for to somebody else's family. I'm looking for a partner for life. I tell people this all the time. Look at who you're with. Ask yourself this one question. You go down the street tomorrow, car lick you down by accident. Accidents happen. Scaffolding fall from construction building, lick you in your head, your tongue. Is this person still going to be there? You think that person here can flip your side and wipe your body and then fix your diaper while you go through your rehabilitation? Is this the kind of person that's going to be there, or is it the kind of person that looks like they're looking for a way out, or if something happens, they're the type to escape? So when the man living with you and he gives you that engagement ring, the longer you see him taking to marry you, it doesn't mean that he never will. Sometimes you're in love with that person, but you're like, I'm giving you a chance to come into the light of being what I truly want to marry. So him not left you, but he's no in no hurry to say, let's sign the papers and seal the deal. So sometimes on the day I pressure the man and talk about, well, if you don't put a ring on it by then, and here's the ultimatum, you still haven't done anything to better yourself in those ways. He does not see forever in you. He's enjoying right now. Yes, nothing wrong with that. He's enjoying right now, but he does not see forever in you. You look like you have an exit plan. Divorce, I don't want nice something, And the more you invest, you'll find out, say, it's not a cheap something either. People lose their everything in a divorce and have to start over from scratch. Then the people who came in and said, if you don't want nothing from you and everything, next thing you know, lawyer pop up and children are involved. And this much money must go to child support, and then this much money must go over here, and that much money must go over there. And you leave yourself depleted, you leave yourself hurt, you leave yourself broke, you have to start over. So, girlfriend, baby mother, wherever you are, fiance, all these things, they don't equal wife. There are positions you hold on your way to being wife. Make sure you have the qualities though. If you have the qualities, a good man will run all over you. You won't even have to tell him nothing. He must set date. He must tell you, hey, we have to do this. You me want in my life for life, kind of thing. Morning. Yeah, we're on the way. Drop up. All right. Hold up, JJ. Hold up. Stay right there. That's one. That's another one. That's another one. And that's another one. All right. Come on. Yeah. So, see that. Listen to what I'm saying. You have the ring. You have him. You have him. Get him to commit to the paper part and the I do part for a life part. Become that. Become that he cannot run away from. You see what I say? So when I see the woman there with the dress and the all this and the big thing, I'm like, I would never do it. If I was him, just the way how that happened in itself, I would never do it. She's probably been giving him ultimatums all along, and he keeps stretching it and stretching it. He's probably even been honest with her and be like, yo, this need to fix up, this need to fix up, and this, if you can do all that. Some people will tell him, I'm not fix nothing for you. You take me as I am. Okay, then. Well, I have a choice to not take you with all that as well. See? So I'll just have you remain baby mama and side chick and girlfriend and all that until something better come along. That kind of thing. Raw, straight. People say them like truth, but when you tell them the truth, room goes silent. Then they're mad at you for telling the truth. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Morning, family. Somebody says, hold on there. Lily Rose says, he probably proposed to stop the nagging, but talked nothing about a wedding, getting married, and she went all out. Some men are like that, only want you in that zone, girlfriend, woman zone. Yes, and I'm telling you why they only want you in girlfriend, woman zone. It's the same reason you only want some man in a friend zone. You don't want to let him go, but you're keeping him in a friend box. And then just in case anything go wrong, it's like break glass in case of emergency kind of thing. That kind of something there. It's the same reason. So from a man's perspective, I'm trying to tell you, remember, I know you can't go in a man's head like that, you know. So me, I'm man. So me, I'm telling you from a man's perspective. So yeah, sometimes they propose because you're nagging too much about this thing. And then finally, oh girl, you put a ring on it. We engaged. Okay, when's the wedding date? I don't know. And then year 2, year 3, year 4. When, damn, y'all get married or not? And you know, friends start pressure them outside, pressure them feel like they have to go back and pressure the man. No, we've been married for 4 years. We've been ringing it for 4 years. Where's the marriage? Are you going to marry me or not? You know? And he's like, well, I'm getting everything out of you without marrying you. I mean, we have picnic now, and, you know, we share house and bed now, and everything. So we good right here. We good right here until you work up that other part of yourself that make me want to punch you in the back of your head sometime. But true, me not beat my. Yeah, I'm still waiting for you to mature a little bit more and change certain things and show me that this is what interesting perspective. Chairs and Benches TV said. Yeah, I thought you were going to actually say investment because that's what it is. Me not taking $500 and you tell me, SoFlo, put it in this account right here. But it look like it might disappear. Me I hold on for my $500. If you tell me put it in this account right here, the return is gonna be slow, but it's a guaranteed return. Does she know that over there? So it's a better prospect, right? Ellie London said, make it go through the courts. That's the best way forward. I'm sure you will find a decent, nice lady in the future and have more children, Mr. Yardy. No, I'm just telling about people life. I mean, I tell you how it go. I felt bad for her when I saw her with the dress on in front of the church and she's talking all this. Me like, this can't be real. This cannot be real. Shamar Jackson says, true, sometimes the man engaged to let you know that them love you, but then them wait to see if she can fit certain things in. Like the engagement is just showing he loves you. Exactly. Plain and simple. The engagement is basically showing you that, yo, I'm in love with you and I would wife you. But we need time. I'm giving you time to put certain things in place. And you're not putting those things in place. I only said don't settle enough. So why don't want the man for settle? Maybe she's a woman that is like, rah, rah, rah. That's one of the worst things a man could ever have in his home is a cantankerous woman. A woman have to be like this sometimes. Sometimes you have to be the one, you have to be the soft pillow. You can't in the house and make the man feel like a 4 nuts in here. And him carry 2 and you carry 2. 2 seed bag in there. You can't make the man in there feel, you know what grandparents used to say, 2 bull carry in a 1 pen. See, some women still have that kind of man, and he loves you, yeah. But do I see life with this? Like me aging. When people think about marriage, they think about now. They don't think about you aging, and living out life together. That tells me so you're not even thinking that far. And in order to be married, you have to think that far. You have to be ready for to go that far. We're going to get old together, You're going to be cantankerous same way. My heart can't take them something that stress kill more people than anything else. I don't need nobody to stress me. I need one good woman who can sometime come and calm my fire and say, look, listen, babe, I don't want to argue no more. You know what I'm saying? I love you. Or whatever the case is. Like, cool the fire. If me I throw a hot word, I have to throw back hot word too. And keep it going for days and wake up every day mad at each other and all these things. Not things people look at. So they're like, yeah, you keep the engagement ring there. Keep the engagement ring there. But I don't see the wife. I don't see the wife. I mean, I'm going to listen. See? Divorce can be painful. They are called alpha females. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. They are called men. Or they are called women with men personality. See? If you're alpha female, jack up the car and change the tire them. If you're alpha female, go push the lawnmower and cut the yard and trim up the edges and these things. If you're alpha female, go lift up the hood of the car. Look under the hood. See what's low. Check the oil. Check the transmission fluid. If you're alpha female, don't say if you're alpha female to come cuss me or for me. I don't want you. Not like that. Don't be no alpha female for me. Yeah, I want a woman. A woman that's a woman. And see, that's for women to understand that that's where their beauty is. Your beauty is in your female essence. Being a woman. It doesn't mean you are pushover. It doesn't mean you are submissive to everything. It doesn't mean it just means that you are feminine and your feminine beauty shines through and it humbles a king. You know what I'm saying? It humbles a king. It makes him feel like he wants to protect. He wants to take care of. He wants to surrender to. But when you turn to it makes him feel like he must be going to and I try to fight this out or what? You know? So I don't want no alpha female, man. I don't know what that means. I have more testosterone than estrogen, Marie Johnson says. Yeah. Yeah. Shawar Jackson says, facts, after me no want to feel like a man me a date or they with. Jamon. But I'm telling them from a man's perspective, so then take it how them want to take it. Some of them are going to take it and say so flat talk, stupidness, and go right back to their relationship and do the same thing. You're going to be engaged forever. Reserve one of them position here for yourself. Engaged forever, side chick, baby mother, or a simple marry you and sit there and take all your abuse and everything else and your and all that. No man not take that. No man not take that. My grandfather would have never take it from my grandmother, and my grandmother ruled, but she ruled with a feminine quality. You understand? She ruled with a feminine quality. Even though so she never go nowhere, she was the one to keep. That's why she's still right there. 95 and 96 years old today. Still together, still both alive. See? But she ruled with a feminine quality. Don't make the man feel like, say, a two bull in a one pen. Once they feel that, you can wear that ring forever, man. But we're gonna leave it right there because my kids are on the way. They're about to show up at the door right now. I'm not gonna let them in. We're gonna have a wonderful weekend, and I will be putting out some videos and everybody in the video and everything just to say hi. For the people who've been following SoFlo TV channel for the longest, you've seen these kids grow up because when I started it, they were 6 and 5. The two boys that are now they're 7 and 8, somewhere in there, but the two boys now are 13 and 14. Farah and him gone into adulthood, young adulthood, and Nani is now 7. So, yeah. All right, so big up on yourself, man. Manners and respect. Thank you for being here. Take what me say to heart or don't take it at all. I don't business. You just talk it how it is. All right. If your man too scared to say it to you, he might just show you this video instead. And all right. One love, people. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm out. It's the freaking weekend, baby. Clap it up. Peace.